Hello everyone, I am on the channel of Brother Jan Ming. I will keep updating some knowledge about gems and jewelry. I will share with you some of what's happening in the jewelry industry today. Let me talk to you about the maintenance of jewelry. Usually many people help me buy it. They will ask me how to maintain pieces of jewelry or diamond jewelry. It's like asking if I can do exercise or taking a shower or sleeping, etc. I heard it. It turns out that there is a lot of different information when you come forward, which is easy to confuse people. For example, if a jewelry lady tells you about ring maintenance. In fact, there are already a lot of different information in it because it's like diamonds, rubies, emeralds, and even pearls. In fact, there are already several different maintenance methods in it, so this YouTube is more detailed and covers a wide range. So I plan to spend a few minutes. Let's talk about different metals, diamonds, or how to maintain gemstones once. Without further ado, let's talk about it. First of all, different stones in the world have different hardness. When you go to 10, first take a look at this gem hard roadmap. Hey, the hardest thing is diamonds. Diamonds are like 10 and so on. First of all, let me talk about some stones whose hardness exceeds 7, including diamonds, rubies, sapphires, spinels, bixie, etc. Which stones have higher positivity and are harder? Basically, what kind of stones are? In fact, you don't have to deliberately take care of it like this. In fact, as long as you don't go around and do it like this, it's actually a problem. I wonder if you have seen some of it. YouTuber? Some people use fire to burn diamonds. When they burn the diamonds, they grin their faces. There will be some black color in the department. But what happens after the department? As long as you wipe away some black diamonds with a paper towel, they will come back to life. It's so shiny. There are even some videos that say that diamonds are the hardest, but they have a brittle characteristic. So in some videos, you use a big one to find a diamond, but in fact, if you find a fake diamond, it is actually really fragile, and it will be broken with a splash. It will be broken, but if you fight, it's a real diamond. In fact, it's not so fragile. At most, it's only cracked. When it goes to such a hard and high material, in fact, you no longer need to take care of it deliberately. Even if you have been to some jewelry shops and asked some sisters how to protect their rings, they usually tell you to try your best to avoid some acid and alkaline substances. It's not easy to take with you when washing dishes or taking a shower. In fact, what if these are like these diamonds that are so hard and so tall? In fact, on the one hand, you don't need to worry, you can take the shower with you at ease. Belt. Go wash the dishes, because even if it's like dishwashing detergent, shower gel, etc., acid and alkaline, even your skin will be touched. When you are exposed to hard substances such as diamonds and rubies, won't you be able to accept them? Because this type of acid-alkaline system cannot destroy a chemical structure at all. The chemical structure system is very stable. But instead, you have to worry about your 2 diamonds or gemstones, that is. It is like your ring holder. For example, it may be 18K. Parkin, it may be like this after taking a shower. It is easier to oxidize, such as parkin, because it is softer, so there may be a chance to spend it. But when it comes to turning over gems and diamonds, there is actually no need to worry. Let me talk about emeralds. Although emeralds are emeralds, the hardness itself is very high and it is a very expensive gemstone, but it is a gemstone. The natural material itself is more cracked and has many inclusions buried, so let's talk about the difference of gems first. For example, I can't use an ultrasonic machine to clean emerald jewelry for a long time, because emeralds, there are a lot of cracks. If you use some ultrasonic machines to wash them for a long time, the cracks may expand, making them even more cracked. It is not easy to take your emerald to take a shower. When washing dishes, there are so many emeralds sold to you that they will be soaked in oil before. These detergents will destroy them. If you are really careless, your emeralds will become dull and dry. Actually, you can carry it to my son Mingge. Our company has some oil immersion machines that can help you so that it can be turned over, the same as before you bought it. Also, let me talk about color. That is to say, some colorful blue castles, such as yellow sapphires, because the color structure is relatively complex. If it is exposed to the sun for a long time or burned by fire, the color will change. So if you put your jewelry box on the windowsill or on the side of the window, sometimes there will be sun shining, so you should pay attention. It's best to put your sapphire jewelry in the jewelry box to avoid it. The sun shines. After that, let me talk about some stones with relatively low hardness, such as OPPO, OPP gemstones or pearls, so I take care of them. When is it? Be very careful, don't worry about it. If there are some hard veins and scratches, it's not easy to rub them all day, because this kind of gemstone is not hard enough. It is absolutely impossible to encounter anything with strong acidity and alkalinity, so it is not easy to take a shower, sleep, wash dishes or set up a good place. It is also not easy to use towels to wipe them all the time, because towels will be easy when you are under pressure to wipe them. Let's talk about it again. For example, pearl earrings. Many people have problems all the time, so just use a pair of pearl earrings. Put it in a bag because the earring holder is made of metal. When you shake it down, there is a chance to scratch the surface of the pearl, so it is best to separate it into 2 different bags. Or it is safest to put it in the earring box. Let me finish talking about gems first, and I will talk about metal at home. Generally, I will use metal which is 18K or 750, or Parkin PT will talk about 18K first because of its metal characteristics. No matter how famous and expensive jewelry you buy, or you should be careful to protect it. Take care of it. In fact, there is a chance to oxidize. For example, if silver is 18K, it may be resistant and a golden color will slowly appear. This is a way to avoid it because it is a metal characteristic, but it is a metal. In fact, there is no need to worry about it. You can simply go to the factory or a jewelry shop or me. You can help you turn over. In fact, it costs $100 or $200. After turning over, it will be the same. If it is Parkin PT, this kind of metal will not oxidize, but there is a problem with it itself. The ground system is relatively soft and durable, but the system is all the same. Take it to the factory or let me leave it behind and tie it as new. When I come forward, I will leave some messages. Just when you take a piece of jewelry to renovate or polish it, it will slightly erode precious metals and lose money. In fact, let me tell you that the so-called loss is really minimal and can be disadvantageous, so don't worry about it for a few minutes. In fact, I have already talked about jewelry maintenance. If you have any questions, or if you want to, is there anything to add? You can leave a message downstairs and let's discuss it. I'll talk about it this time. I hope it can help you. Bye bye.